Tonight, a small town meeting explodes. The mayor keeps yelling, "You're out of order," while cutting off anyone who speaks. Why? Her friend, ex-state police sergeant Brian Fehee, was just arrested, and the pressure is on. Instead of answers, the mayor limits public comments and calls a sudden recess. Watch closely. This is about power, free speech, and what leaders do when they're cornered. Is this leadership or a meltdown? Stay with me. What happens next will shock you.
Next is calendar and communications. Councilor Bordelon.
Thank you. I received still a ton of phone calls regarding the whole police situation that's been discussed over and over at many of the meetings. I still continue to get calls from people calling from all over. I have received some calls from local folks with concerns about the new rule change in regards to limiting folks down to 2 minutes and then only holding a 30-minute public comment portion of our meeting, which only happens once a month, and constituents feel that their voices or time is being suppressed and changed, which is something we've never done. In the past, we have gone from 5 minutes down to 3 minutes. So it's not the time change necessarily, but we've had larger attendance of people. We're very upset about other issues that we're here 100 people deep and we went down to 3 minutes, but we never limited to a 30-minute dialogue in total. And so folks are very concerned about that, considering this is only their one opportunity per month. If they come out and a bunch of people show up, then, and they had questions, when does the 30 minutes start? Or is it each in the person? Is it when they're walking up to, like the whole time, from the time we started to the time, like how is that being monitored? And I said, I don't know, but good questions. I personally don't agree with it at all. With that, I also wanted to say I'm very disgusted and disheartened by the decision of not putting me on a standing committee. Just very frustrating, again, to be boxed out.
Thank you. Councilor Rust.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I received a number of phone calls and emails that I think everyone on the council received. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor McBride.
Thank you. The only correspondence I received over the last week has been the same emails, correspondence relating to the police matter. That's all I have to report. Thanks.
Thank you. Councilor Good.
I also received the same emails and correspondence that the other members have. That's it.
Thank you. Councilor Parker.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yes, I received all sorts of communications, and that's all I will discuss on that. Thank you.
Thank you. So it's been a very busy week, and we've all received communications. I think, actually, I think I've received probably the most out of the council members, and many of them directed directly at me. I would not consider these communications from our residents, but rather from people that live outside of our community. They are not your normal, typical communications. I would rather say that they are very harassing in nature, very concerning for my safety, the safety of my family. And I think when we talk about, as a council, anything to do with the comment section and wanting to use words like suppressing, I would like to say that nobody's rights have been violated, and changing the timing of the public comments is something that I was able to do as the mayor, and it is not unusual that other communities do this, and to use things like suppress and how very concerning it is. Well, let me just tell you, I'm very concerned for my safety. And I think that some people, when they want to keep going on with the rhetoric to encourage this type of communications from people, is very concerning and very disgusting to me.
Madam Mayor,
Yes?
direct it out towards the community, please.
Yeah, point of order.
Point of order.
Councilor Parker, I can speak
Point of order.
time as much as I'd like. Thank you.
Madam
Councilor
Mayor,
Bordelon, what is your point of order? And I would like also, when we are finished with this part, I will have more time put back on my
My point of order is you're staring at me and directing it towards me.
Yeah.
And the comments I said, I had calls from local people.
This is not about your time to talk.
about
This is
the
my time to
30
talk,
minutes,
and you're
and I
out of
hear your
order.
concerns
You're
about
out of
safety.
order. You are out of
But
order.
the
You
calls
do not
I were
have the
not
floor.
related to the
That is
police.
not a point of order.
Concerned about the
That is
time.
not a point of
So I
order.
just
That is
don't-
not a point of order. You're
Thank you.
out of order again.
Thank you. I just want to be represented
You're
fairly.
out of order again.
Thank you for representing me.
So again, for the third time, you're out of order.
Thank you.
So I'll continue.
Just represent fairly.
I will continue.
Just make sure you say
I
yes.
will, we're going to take a break now. It's 6:42. We're taking a break because Councilor Bordelon will not remain in order, and do not speak at this time.
And
do not speak at this time.
I want you to appropriately
Do not
represent me
speak
in
during
your
this
comments.
time.
Thank
You are out of order for, this
you.
is your second time that you are now out of order.
Thank you.
So for me calling it out of order 3 times in a row. Twice now.
Thanks.
One more time, we can go into our rules.
I've already recessed, aren't I?
No, I have not recessed because you have not stopped taking the floor when you don't have it. So it is 6:43 now. We're going to take a 5-minute break. Yeah, it is perfect, isn't it?
Just represent me fairly. People called about 30
I didn't
minutes.
say your name.
You looked
And
directly
you
at
need to
me.
stop. You need to stop. Right now, you
No,
need
I
to
don't.
stop.
I don't have to
You
stop.
need to stop.
I don't.
Don't
I asked-
speak to me.
I then
Do
did
not
represent
speak to me.
correctly, please.
Do not speak to me.
They weren't non-local
Do not
people
speak to
that
me.
called.
Do
and-
not.
Unfortunately, the audio for the Jerry Springer Show, I mean the Town of Groton Council meeting, was cut off for several minutes as they went into recess. I imagine it's just more of Mayor Franco being the ignorant tyrant that she is. 2 weeks later, on August 26, Councilor Bordelon again confronted the mayor about her tyrannical behavior, reducing public speaking time.
Councilor Bordelon, would you like to share?
The tension hits boiling point. Councilor Bordelon tries to raise community concerns, but the mayor won't allow it, shouting, "You're out of order," again and again, like a broken record. When Bordelon refuses to be silenced, the mayor abruptly shuts down the meeting and declares a recess at 6:43. Think about that. Instead of listening to the people, she storms off. This isn't public service. It's damage control on full display.
Something.
Sure, thank you. I just want to clarify some of my communications from the previous meeting. I want to emphasize that I do not condone the use of, violent language or insults or threats or ill health or harm to any members of our council or any of our community members. In fact, what I was asking last week, which I feel was not represented fairly, and I just want to clear the record on, what I was stating is people had reached out to me in our community regarding the limit, restraints, and restrictions of the whole being of 30 minutes only. And that is no way my intention to encourage or defame the acts or actions or accusations that people are getting certain types of emails and phone calls. I too have been getting a ton of phone calls, but I guess my concern is I just wanted to make sure that that was clear and it properly represented. Also, the adjustments to citizens' petitions, that part, the 30-minute cap, I find that still, again, not to be fair. The rules 5H give the mayor the presentations only, not petitions. Adjustments to time and citizens' petitions governed by Rule 11A that requires all adjustments to be subject to vote by the council at whole. I was never privy to a vote that happened, so that was very new. Again, I can agree there's been a lot of controversy and other issues happening, but that does not change the fact of our obligation to the community. In regards to the removal of our addresses and contact information on the website, on the town website, a local citizen reached out to me and was concerned. I did send an email to John, and then my name popped back up. I don't know how my name got removed. Was there a meeting? Was there a decision made, and who makes those decisions to remove the names? But at minimum, due to FOI, regulations, shouldn't our town emails be should stay up there? I don't know. I would like more clarification on that. I have a message out to the state on that, but I ask that my information remain. If there has been any concerns for safety, I have not been privy to any of those, and if there are, it'd be great for that to be public to the council at large, maybe in a meeting. But I haven't had any communications, and I hope that that's not the case. So those are my questions and concerns, and clarifying that again, in no way the report of how I'm condoning these behaviors is not the case, and I felt like I was being wrongly represented under that in that area. In fact, I'm asking for proper transparency, accountability, and open government. And I am concerned that things are being removed now, different processes have been happening, time limit
Thank you. Your time has
restrictions
expired.
are continuing.
Your time has
Thank
expired.
you.
Thank you.
And, so I
Mr.
guess
Burt.
I'll ask them to go.
Councilor Bordelon, your time has expired. Thank you. Mr.
Thank
Burt,
you.
do you have anything you would like to add about the website?
Sure. A couple councilors reached out with some concerns over some of the calls they were getting. Recommendation or suggestion, I should say, was made to remove temporarily the list. I made the decision to do so, asked the clerk to do it, so it was completely my decision. And I did check with the town attorney. You do not have to keep those up. So.
Thank you.
And we do, just a
Okay,
reminder, we do have the council at groton-ct.gov too for people that's on our website to reach out for the council.
Point of information?
Just a moment. Mr. Burt, do you think it would be something that this council should decide as a consensus of maybe what kind of information should go up there? I know even a local municipality just puts up the town councilor's name and their town emails or city email. If this council would like that, do you think it would be a consensus of the council to make it the decision, or do you think?
I think that would be good. But I also do not think if somebody is receiving an inordinate amount of certain types of messages, I think they should have the discretion though to pull their information to make themselves comfortable.
Thank you.
Point of information?
Your question.
Through the mayor, through the town manager, so a couple councilors reached out and you made the decision to remove everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So
We're moving on to, we cannot have a full discussion. This isn't on our agenda. I mean, a quick question, just to clarify
Sure.
information. If we would like this on a
Yeah,
future
I just
agenda.
think- so my
Mr. Burt, maybe
question
we
is-
could have this on an agenda so that the council
Yeah,
can make a
I think
decision.
so.
Councilor Bordelon, you do not have the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. So point of information?
You just had a point of information,
And I wasn't finished and you started speaking while I was speaking.
but you started having a discussion.
And my question is, in the future, could
Point
you
of
reach
order?
out to me?
Your
to
point of
ask
Point
me
of
to
order?
have my name?
Your point of order.
The discussion has ended, and we need to move on to the next thing, and you didn't acknowledge her point of information, ma'am.
I agree. Thank you. That is
Point of
not,
information?
that is out of order. I'm not acknowledging,
Point of information?
I am not acknowledging a point of information in relation to the counselor's information on the website at this time.
Okay, point of information?
Your question.
What is the process when we reach out? Does that project that then one person's decision reflects everybody? How do we get contacted in that loop in the future?
Madam Mayor, point of order is going back to the same question.
Because I think we're not following proper process. We're not being fairly
Council Bordelon, you do
effective.
not have the floor. You're not recognized. Councilor Parker, you have the floor.
Sure.
Continue.
Point of order, we're going back to the same thing, and you have already acknowledged that we're not discussing that item. It's not an agenda item.
You are correct. Thank you. We will not be taking up the question on hand, so.
As the dust settles, one thing is clear. This isn't just about a council meeting gone off the rails. Former State Police Sergeant Brian Fehee was arrested, but the charges were a slap on the wrist. If it were one of us, the book would have been thrown. The system protects its own, while the rest of us are told to sit down and stay quiet. And Mayor Franco? Instead of accountability, she plays queen of the council, silencing voices, breaking rules, and pretending she alone decides who gets to speak. But as Councilor Bordelon exposed, that power was never hers to take. Limiting speech without a vote isn't just shady, it's unconstitutional. This meltdown isn't leadership, it's a warning sign. Actions have consequences, and Franco's days of dodging accountability are numbered. So what do? We keep shining a light. We keep recording, we keep demanding answers. Because no mayor, no cop, and no politician is above the law. If you believe in transparency, hit that like button, share this video far and wide, and subscribe so we can keep exposing the truth. We're almost at 1 million strong, and every one of you is part of this movement. Stay safe, God bless, and remember, power belongs to the people, not the tyrants.